Hello guys, and today we'll check how the customers would be able to request a return without any effort within your Opencart platform-based web stores. So we'll be taking you through the workflow at the customer's end and at the admin's end as well. So basically the customers can return the products within the admin specified time limit, and the customers can initiate the refund from their end, or what we see as the returns. Now, before we proceed further, kindly do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to receive the latest updates from our end. And if you find this particular video helpful, then do give it a thumbs up. Now, here on the product page, it depends whether the admin has enabled the refund, repair, or the replacement. That's the accepted type from the backend for the respective product. And if it is enabled, then the customers on the product page can find this returns tab as well, and we still be able to find the validity. So right now I've set it as 0, so you can apply the return anytime as per your requirement there. So if I set it as 5, then from the back end of this plugin configuration, then it would be applicable, or would be valid for 5 days only. Apart from that, the reasons that the admin has created can be seen by the customers by tapping here on the view reasons button. So here you can see the reasons which are accepted for this particular product. So the customer needs to choose from these itself. And the accepted type is refund, repair, or replace. Alright. So that is how you can check whether a return is available on a product or not. Apart from that, if you want to make a return, then you can tap here on the returns in the footer of the website. Tapping that up would bring up the return login section, from wherein the customers or the registered users can log into their account so as to check the return details and the updates for the same. And it goes for the guest users as well. The guests can also make a guest login to check their return itself. Apart from that, if I just go to the home page, or here you can see that we have the returns option. Even if I tap on the returns here, again we'll be directed to the return login. Now, first of all, let me do one thing. Let me purchase one of the products, and then we'll make a product return for that. So what I'll do is I'll just log into my customer account initially. After login, I'll be choosing one of the products there, and let me go to my account section, and let me go to one of the categories here, and I'll be adding one product into the cart, and like this one, that's the GE product. So I'll just add it to the cart, and then we'll be generating a request for the refund or for the replacement of the product itself. So I've added the product into the cart, and let me quickly make a checkout thereafter. So I'll just tap here on the continue, delivery continue, then I'll be choosing OK. It's chosen. Let's tap continue. I'll check the terms and conditions, continue. So here's the total $807, and this is our G toilet product. So let me confirm the same. So as soon as the order has been placed, we can check the history as well. So after now, this depends upon what exactly has the admin set up for the product, whether a refund replacement has been set up, or whatever be the modes there in the backend that I'll be showing you later in this particular video. So right now you can see that we have placed the order. Now after the completion of the order, the customer has the option to request for a refund or for a replacement. So for example, if I go to this particular product, before purchasing the product, if you remember the tab that we saw here, returns, the validity was set as apply return anytime, because I had set the system to 0 or empty. If it's empty, then the validity for the return applies anytime. Otherwise, you can set a particular limit for that. So now let's go ahead and let's ask the admin for a return or a refund first. So let's go for the return first. So I'll just tap here in the return under my order section. That brings up the new return information section. As you can see, here our order number is already set up. Our pickup address is there, the item that we had ordered, so we'll just check this out. Now from the return type, let's see what we have there. We have the option to get a refund, a repair, or a replace. So let's go for the replace, and from the drop down we can choose the reasons that have been enabled for this particular product. So I'll just choose it as brought the wrong item. I'll choose the quantity. If you want, you can also upload the images of the respective product that you're going to return. So for now, let's update this one, and here I'll mention need a replacement. Okay, and we can also enter the consignment number if we are returning the products there. So for now, I'll just enter one of the demo consignment numbers. We'll tap here on the terms and conditions. You can read the terms and conditions by tapping here. If the terms and conditions have been set by the admin, here's the heading, here's the content. Then tap here on the continue button. So this is our product for which we are asking for a replacement. Now you can see that now we are under the my returns section. Under the account we have the returns. If I tap on that, this is the same return section. This can also be accessed from the bottom by tapping the returns. Okay, and okay, from the bottom as well, it will allow you to select an order for which you want to get a refund there. So let's go to the returns. This is the return section for the customer. This is the order ID 72. This is our product, bought the wrong item. Quantity is 1, the return status is right now pending. So from here we can view the details of the same. So here are the return details. This is the additional info, needed replacement. This is the image that we uploaded. The return status right now is pending. The consignment number is added. We can close the return or we can mark this as solved when we have returned the product, and after that when we have received the new product there. So now this was the customer front of generating the return. Now let's hop on to the admin backend panel and let's see the same one being displayed there. So let's log into the admin backend panel by entering the username and the password. So after the successful installation of this particular plugin, the admin will have the return section on the left hand side panel, as you can see, where he'll be able to configure the module configurations, can manage the return status, reasons, can map the products as well, and can manage the return. So let's go to the manage return section, and under that you can see the order ID 72, product, bought the wrong item, the return status is pending. Let's tap here on the view button on the actions column, and that brings up the return details for the admin to view with the order ID and the rest of the details. And here you can see the additional information is needed replacement. Under the products we have the product that needs to be returned. Here we have the pickup address. So this is the same address that we have had either that we used for generating the return at the customer's end. Under the conversation section, from here the admin can change the return status for the return that has been generated. So for example, we can choose replacement send, and we can send the message replacement sent, waiting for the actual product to reach us. I can also upload an image along with that if I want as an admin, and then we'll just save it up. So here's the admin, his message. Now if I go to the customer's end here, right now you can see there's no conversation details, but now you can see now when I scroll down here, you can see that the return status has gone to the replacement sent. Here's the message from the admin, replacement sent, waiting for the actual product to reach us. Now the customer can respond, sent the package back, and and if you want you can add an image as well by tapping in the upload file. For now I'll just save it like that. Now going back to the admins, if I refresh this section, you can see that we have a message back from the customer that that the package has been sent back. So now I can choose the return received. Thanks for the package. And I can save that up. Now on the customer's friend, you can see, now let me refresh the page. Now you can see that thanks for the package has been received, the package has been sent back to the customer. And so according to these steps you can update the sections there, and the return status, you can see that the return has been received. Now if the customer wants, he can, after receiving the return product, he can close the RMA by checking this up and tapping here in the save to mark this RMA as resolved. Going to the admin's end, here we can choose now as return solved from the admin's end and enter return solved, and we can tap here in the save button. So this is in the case of returns when we are wanting to replace a product there. So here you can see that return solved message has been sent, and if I refresh the page, return details here, we can see the return solved message and the return status as solved as well. So basically that's how this RMA works, allowing customers to make a return, replacement or a refund as required. For more details and for more detailed description, you can check the user guide and the live demo that I've attached within the description section of this particular video. So now let me take you to the admin's end, and let's see what different configuration settings are there that need to be initially done before making use of this plugin within your Opencart platform based web store. So for that, let's go to the admin backend panel. So as I've already told you, you'll have the returns option after the successful installation. You can navigate to the module configuration from here, or by navigating through extensions and modules and then choosing the returns. So we can do that directly by tapping here on the module configuration. So here you can see that we can set the return status or the return system as enabled or disabled. If you want to make this feature to be available within your store, you can choose enabled, otherwise choose it as disabled. Then you can add the return time from here. So you remember I had set it as 0. For example, if I set it as 8 days, then it will be visible to the customers and on the product pages as well. So let me give you an example of that. Let me save that once. Let me go to the front end. Let's open a product for which we have enabled the returns. Now the validity is 8 days from the date of the order placement itself. Here are the reasons as well. Let's hop onto the back end once again. So let me go to the module configuration once again. Now here we have the order status for return. Okay, so the order status should be complete, as I've already told you. Only then can the customer be able to set up that return there. So you can choose an order status that would then be used for the return purposes. You can choose the allowed image extensions, and you can enter each image extension separated by a comma here, and these extension for the images can be used for uploading the images there. These are the file types that would be allowed. This is the allowed file size image. This is the return policy. So if you remember, we only saw the terms and conditions line there. So here was the heading, the terms and conditions. So you'll have to set them up, and this would display the return RMA or the RMA terms and conditions to the customers. You can also make use of the voucher theme here as per your requirement, and this is the return address for the admin where the RMA product has to be sent out. After making the configurations, you'll have to tap here on the save button, and we're done making the initial configurations. Now coming to the management of the return status, let's go to the manage return status section. So here we can create different return status like pending, replacement sent, return received, return sold, return cancelled, processing. So you can set them as enable and can set a different color combination for them. So it depends totally upon your requirement there. To add a new return status, just tap here on the add button, set the name, set the color, choose the status, save it, and you'll be able to create a new return status here. Coming to the management here for the return reason, but before that you can also filter out the reasons using the name and the status as enabled or disabled. Coming to the manage return reason section, here you can set out the reasons due to which the customer wants a return. So you can create, like we have set up broken product delivered, product was damaged upon arrival, product no longer needed, bought the wrong item, and so the creative ones can be edited as well by tapping the edit button on the actions column. You can then set the label for the reason there and the status of the same. To add a new reason, you'll have to tap here on the add button. To delete anyone, you can choose them, tap delete, and you can delete. To add anyone, just tap here on the add new reason button, enter the name, the status, and we're done creating a new one. Then comes the map product section. So from here you'll be able to map the product. So there are two ways you can add the return option to the products. One is by navigating to the products. Let me show you that first. So we can do it to a newly created product as well as an already created product. So for example, if we have a product like bell sleeve dress, I'll edit that up. Now I want to enable the return for this particular product. So I'll navigate to the return system. Here for this product, I'll enable the return. I'll choose the return types, whether I want to allow refund, repair and replace, or I just want to make the replacement for the particular product enabled. I can choose all of the reasons that I've created be available for this product, or I can choose some few ones, and then we can tap save. Then okay, let's do that and let's see how it appears at the front end. So now let me open the product at the storefront. Just give me a second for that, and paste and enter. So we have added the return to this product, and the options that we have chosen, those will be visible here. So here we have the 8 days for the order. View reasons, only 5 are visible there, and accepted type is only replace. Okay, so if I edit this bell sleeve dress once again, go to the return system, return type is replace only. I can choose it as refund. I can choose these two and save. And now if we refresh the page, go to the returns, 8 days from the order, only 2 reasons are visible, accepted type is refund and the replacement as well. So this was one way of adding the returns to your products. The other way around is by going to the map product section. Then here you can find the complete list of products for which you have added the returns or the returns have been mapped. To add it for a new product, just tap here on the add new button, and you can search for the product, for example iPhone, enable the status, choose the return type, the return reasons, and then tap on the save button. And if I now search for the iPhone at the storefront, and if I go to the return tab, now the return tab would be available for it. Here are the reasons, 3 selected, and we have the refund and the repair, and here's the terms and conditions for the RMA itself. So that was much about the plugin itself, and the last option that we have is the manage returns. So I've already shown you how we can manage the returns by solving them up, And the admin can also add a new return on the customer's behalf, and for that he'll have to tap here on the add new return button, and he'll have to enter the name of the customer from here, and according to that the orders for that particular customer would then be populated. Right now we have already gone for a RMA for this John Doe, so that's why it shows that there are no orders that can be used for the RMA there. So that was basically much about the flow, and I hope it helped you out surely. And if you still have any questions, queries, suggestions, or requirements, then kindly do reach back to us at support@webkul.com, raise a ticket at webkul.uvdesk.com. Contact us through https://www.webkul.com/contacts. And if you find this particular video helpful, then kindly do give it a thumbs up. And lastly, thanks for watching this particular video, and have a great day ahead.